Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to a long time, but another stream. It was a long time ago. Yeah, almost like I think maybe even exactly a week. I think maybe I streamed last week, Tuesday. But yeah, for people joining and maybe not on the Discord itself, I just released the source code for the engine. Again, a caveat is I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. It's not by any means stable or fully functional, but yeah, you can look at the code and yeah, see what you do with that basically. If you want to look at it, you can now do that. And you can as well, we have a chat command that I just added, which should work as well, which sends you the link to the Git repository. And there is the engine repository as well as a template project, which you can use to create a new project that's like fresh and uses the engine just as a dependency. So yeah, that's about it. If you have any problems, which you probably will have, feel free to poke me on Discord. And I hope that I can find time to fix issues that you have and help you if it's like not even an issue and like maybe just some misunderstanding. But yeah, pretty sure there will be problems, and it's only tested on Windows. I have to put that as well. It's not really tested on Linux or Mac. And I mean, yeah, it doesn't really work. Maybe I should put that there actually, because we don't have a windowing system. I will put that actually in the note in the readme. That was actually an oversight. Actually, I would want to have this like that. Cool. Okay. But yeah, that's not really what we're doing today. Today we will focus again more on the actual game project and yeah, fixing our Cubical Marching Squares issues, or at least like try to get back into them and see what we can do. But I think first I need to actually do a couple of things. Give me a sec, because I do think I have to create a new Git repository now using this new awesome system, so that we are properly linked to the engine. And now I can go here. And wait a little bit. Then this one is, I think, in... Yeah, exactly. So this one is already there. So what I want to do is go here and copy out the source folder for this directory. because we will replace that again. And maybe the data, do we have any data in here? Probably, right? Yeah, we do. So probably the data I want to move as well. Code. Let's move the code as well, why not? Alright. And then we can delete that. I think. Hopefully. And then I think my project should be done. Yeah, exactly. So then we can do here a new tab, clone this one, which is one of the template projects. Now we can clone that. Okay. Ah, okay, because this one is gone. Okay, makes sense. And I think that is our old engine source repository. I might... Can you rename that? Or is it that it's because it's... I mean, I guess we can close it for now. It doesn't really matter. This is the template project, which is good. This one is... that one we can close. So this is the game exactly. And then we can basically move... Ah, that's wrong. Okay, that's... I want to go here. Perfect. So then what we can do is... Except for that, we move all of that in there. Which should work. And then the data folder we as well, except for the config. Or do we have something in the config that's important? No. So I think everything except the config we can move. Well, I mean, we can actually move everything because we don't have a data directory currently, I think. Okay, that works great and fast. Not. Hello. Alright, so we have that. Now we can click this beautiful PowerShell bat script and it will generate our project. At least I hope it does. Let's see. If not, we have something to fix right away. Alright. The good thing is now this repository is in Git as well. Before that wasn't even in Git, so that's a good thing as well. I have everything here now, yeah. So let's see if it actually works, right? So we should have a solution here, and we should have a default project. That's good. And then if we run that, hopefully we have our solution from the other game project, basically, with the Cubical Marching Squares changes. Although, no, I don't think so, right? We probably don't have that, and maybe we don't even compile because I forgot to copy the engine changes. So actually this might fail. So I need to copy this folder, right? Into build dependencies, Onyx source, and then in here. And then let's cancel that. Let's rebuild. And now if I add that to the repository, perfect. So sorry, it's on a different screen, but here we have our engine changes now within our game project. And that's a little bit of a weird setup that you have to do to make that work, but okay, so we have some issues. Which maybe is... Not sure if that is something I broke, might be. That was a last minute change maybe. Not quite sure. In node graph editor. What? That doesn't look... Oh, it's because I copied too much, I think. Well, I copied an old version of the engine, so that's the problem. So we need to revert a couple of files here. That's a pain. Actually, I think what I might do is I revert everything except in the volume. Probably. Discard file changes. And remove. Maybe. That's a little bit, yeah, that's a special thing. So I didn't break anything. It's more that project where I copied from the source from the engine changes is like an old one. I should have maybe synced beforehand. That would have been probably a better idea before deleting it right away. Oh well. I mean, I still have it on the desk on the on like a safe space, all the changes, so even if that doesn't work, we can copy over manually a couple of files. But I do think that most of the changes were only in volume anyways. Don't think that we had too many other changes. Hello, hello, Bogo. How are you doing? Glad to hear. So I do think, let me think. There was a, no, actually that might all work out quite well. Let's see, let's find out if that actually works. So yeah, that's like shader compilation. I'm thinking of how I can improve this flow as well, like the shader compilation thing. Because that is a little bit annoying. Does that work? Well, it loads something. Oh, okay. It does actually load. Yeah, okay. And that is our broken cube. Which, yeah, we need to look at why it's broken, but yeah, we will do that. Well, actually, oh wait, that's not the scene I wanted to have, right? Is it? Probably not. Did I not have a better scene? Is that really the only scene I have? I guess maybe. Or we can do another test scene probably. That's easier and more lightweight. Because I do think that volume component, that we're not really using that anyways. So that's a lot of test code here. And I do think that... Where is it? Here. Exactly, we ignore everything. So I think a test level can be simpler. So a test level can be volume source. And then here we have our material, our volume, and our volume source on one object. And we can put the cube, even though it doesn't really matter because we ignore that anyways. Okay. Or that worked great. And then that is triplanar, and then we have our cube here, perfect. Now we can save that as our CS Cubical Marching CMS test scene. And then if we restart that, load that scene, that should work, right? Yeah. It doesn't load it, which is a bit weird. Oh, but the cube is weird. Okay, so that's a bug with the volume component, it seems like. Interesting. But if I do that and save it as a sphere, does that work? Maybe our cube is not exported correctly. Does that work? Or is there really... Yeah, okay, no, then it's an issue with our cube source. Okay. So that works, and then what I want to do is in scene editor. Probably we do project scenes, CMS test scene. That should give us back the automatic loading automatically, like from the start when we open the scene editor. Yeah, perfect. It's a bit slow suddenly though, which is a little bit weird. Don't remember it being... Oh, but maybe it's because our resolution is high. Oh yeah, it is quite high. I think that should be better. That should be way faster. Yeah, okay. It is. Is that... Did that make a difference? Maybe. Ah, yeah, probably it does. So yeah, the issue that we currently have is that this winding order here is wrong. So we have our yeah, our face is inverted in some places. So that's what we are trying to figure out. So for that, first of all, I want to get rid of that. Okay, good. So what I would want to do is change what our generation per face returns. So currently we only generate line segments. But I do think I want to have more than that. I want to have a from edge index and a to edge index probably. Yeah. Although, does that make sense? Hold on. Yeah, I mean, probably. But what we do as well is probably add more data here as well. So instead of doing this, we actually have a dynamic array maybe? Or vector 3 t's. Line points or something like that. From edge index and then to edge index. this we don't really have that. Get from edge index. Get to edge index. All right. Now we have the line points here. That's good. Then what we need to do is not here for now, but actually here. Where we add an edge. We place. Oh, we don't need that. Or do we? Oh, no, we do, right? Yeah. So we place that in one go. No, so like that. And then so that would be the idea here, that we push it like that. And then here as well, we always do that. And then the only difference is here we don't push a new, like the intersection point in. Right, and actually we probably, let's make that public, because why not? It makes it simpler right now. We move this anyways to the GPU eventually, so it doesn't really matter. All we do here for now to test. And then we have this here. But what I would want is as well to convert this to the actual index on the cube of the, like the edge index on the cube and not on the face. So we need a little bit more here. We need something like that, where we have a new table here. Do we have one already? For that? No, right? Next face edge. I mean, that kinda is it, but that doesn't really help us. Because for that we would need to store the face which we could, but I don't think we need that. We can, I think, do it in like a global way where we have it globally, so basically where face edge to cube edge, and that is basically a 6 times 4. And then here we have 0, 1, 2, 3, I think. So basically we need the same order as oh, then it's not 0, 1, 2, 3, never mind, sorry. Or is it 0, 1, 2, 3? No, actually that is correct. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, because those are the edge numbers here. And that is the back face, which I think is our first one. And then it would be 4, well, or in that case it would, yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7. Something like that. And then we have, I think bottom is the next one, so 1, 1, 4, 8, 9, yeah. And then we have top. Which would be 0, 5, 10, 11. And then we have 3, 7, 9, 11. Right. 3, 7, 9, 11, yeah. Because it's like broken up like that like face basically. Yeah, it's a little bit complicated, but yeah. At least I think it's like that. We will find out if it is really like that. It's easy to debug because we will see if the positions match or not. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we will format that later. So, and then basically what we need to do as well is here we give it the face index and we give it the edge index and we get out our real index, right? That's the idea. I mean, I guess we could do that here. Something like that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So what we then need here is const auto line segment points is our segment line points. And then from it's basically front. I mean, yeah, that is a little bit questionable. I guess we can't really do that like that. I guess what we could do is for each. We just push that in order. For now. It's wrong anyways, how we do it, right? So it doesn't really matter. And then here we do the same for each of those. That's a little bit more complicated. But whatever. Do we even do that then? For now? Maybe not, right? Maybe we just see what we get out. Maybe we don't put together components right now. Maybe we just see what happens. Like basically what we get out. Here. And let's leave that. Don't need that. And then we probably have almost working. Okay, maybe not. Trace segments. Oh, that's in the... Wait, where? Oh, that was the debug window, okay. Yeah, that the debug window even exists is kind of a pain. So probably we do this, right? Okay, and we do that, I guess. Alright. So I will need some water. I will get some new water and like probably quick bathroom break as well. What is your issue? Oh, maybe it doesn't like it like that, right? It probably wants it like that. Isn't that how line segment? I would have said that should work. Okay, so line segment wants a default constructor. Good to know. But why? Oh, because... Oh, it's because... no. Wait, that should work. From edge index to edge index. Why would that not work? C++ error being fun. Oh, because of that, okay. Oh, that's in the ambiguous one. Yeah. Okay, we do that, and then we do that. Close that. Say line segment. Push back this one, then we push back the intersection, and then we push back our edge 0 vertex position. And we do basically the same here, just that that is a little bit simpler. Oh god. That is basically that without the intersection. Now we basically copy that. And here we do edge 1, intersection 2. And here edge 1, edge 1. And that should hopefully do it. Okay, cool. So I will be right back, getting some water and yeah, bathroom break. All right. I am back. Let's see how much I broke. I mean, we definitely don't have a working solution now. That much is for sure. Oh, wait. Is it that... I think I did a shitty thing somewhere. Probably... Okay, maybe not. I mean, actually that should work, right? That should work, hopefully. Oh, wait. We have an endless loop, right? Yeah. So let's actually not fill that. Just put a breakpoint here. Which is actually, we would be able to do the loop. Maybe that would have actually been nicer to do, because I think this out list is not the easiest one to look at. I mean, it's fine. Okay. How come that is empty? Hold on. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, we should probably skip that here, but... Okay, good. So we have some segments here. The question is now, how does that look? So we have 2 points and we go from edge 5 to edge 5, which is a little bit sus. That looks very, very weird. Probably a copy paste somewhere. Copy paste error, yes, of course. Of course. And then this is wrong. Never mind. So actually I found another issue. Because when we do that here, we want that, and we want here 1, 1. And then oh, okay, we need to do that. And then this is edge cube A, edge cube A, edge cube B, edge cube B. So that's that, and we of course need to reassign that as well. I mean, hold on, maybe actually in that case, let's do that down here, right after the flipping of the ambiguity, maybe, because then that's anyways valid afterwards. So does that look better? I mean, it can't look worse than before. So we go from 5 to 6, and then we'll go from 6 to 10, and we go from 5 to 11. That is a little bit sus. I don't think that's correct. So here, that is already kind of suspicious as well. But okay. Is that one of the corner things again, where it just happens to be the case that well, I do think that's not correct actually. I think my face thing is a little bit off probably. Let's actually put breakpoint. I mean, is it here or is it there? Not sure, but all right. So we have this. So this is from 5 to 6. And that would be an edge. Damn it, I should have. From 5 to 6 would be. From 5 to 6 would be like that. So in theory, that should be edge 0, edge 2. Edge 1, edge 2. That is not what I would have expected. And it's case 13. So case 13 is a configuration 1. And it goes from 1 to 2, yeah. And it goes from edge 1 to edge 2. Okay. I mean, that is correct. It's face index 1. So that would be the front one. So the question is volume component. It's this one, right? 5, 7. 1 3 5 7 1 3. Then it goes from actually it should probably match this then. Never mind. Does it match that one? Probably not. Is that the same? Is that the same thing? Yeah, it is the same thing, but I think I changed the coordinates, right? A little bit. God damn it, why did I do that? Why did I do that? So yeah, probably the face thing is not correct. Probably this is not correct. 0 1 2 3. And that would be because we put it like that. But if we put that one out like that, 4 5 6 7. Yeah. That will be a pain to debug. Actually, it might not be such a pain. So here it's 1 and 2, right? So if it... Hold on, so if we take back this one, which is our face vertices, and we get this one down there, because why not? So in that case, let's actually bring back our beautiful cube as well, because why not? Because we want to have that as well there. All right, so we have the order 6 4 2 0, right? And then this is our edges. So for our edge 0 is 0, that's fine. And then our edge 1 is 1, that makes sense. And our edge 2 is this one, which is going from... So that's already not correct, right? Oh, no, wait. Yeah, no, that's fine. Overthinking it. And then this is edge 3, perfect. Because 6 4, yeah. 5, 7. So shouldn't this be 6, 4, 2, 0? Wait, it's because, hold on, I need the other view. It's this one, right? That helps a lot. Because I think that matches what we want. Because then we have 5, 7, 1, 3 exactly. 6, 4, 2, 0 exactly. And then this is edge 0. And then this is edge 4. And then this shouldn't be 5. Or is it? No, it actually is, yeah. So that makes sense, 4, 5. And then we need 6, 7. Okay, now that makes sense. Then we have this one, which is 1, 4. 8, 9 makes sense as well. And then we have top, which is this one, I think. 2, 3, 6, 7. Yeah, exactly. So here we start with this one, which is 2, 3, 6, 7. So the edge between 2 and 6. So 0. Yeah. And then the edge between 7 and 3. Which is 5. And then the edge between 6 and 7. Which would be 11. And then 10, but is it the correct one? Because here... Six, 4, 3. Um, 0, 5, 10, 11. No, that actually looks fine, right? Hello, G-Day Bobby. Welcome, welcome. Good evening. Hope you had a great start into the week and hope you had a great last week, because yeah, I wasn't really streaming last week, right? So there is that. And then we have here, so that is 3, 3, 7, 9, 11, 3, 3, 7, 9, 11. That looks kind of wrong. Oh, it is wrong because we have it in the wrong order. It should be like that. Because here we have 0, 1, 2, 3, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, right? And then those would be the edges between 0 and 2. is 2. Yeah. And then the edge between 3 and 1, which is 6. And so forth. So I think maybe that was the mistake. Let's see if that helps us having proper edge indices. So now we have 3 segments here, and we go from 5 to 6, from 5 to 11, and then from 7 to 9. Which is probably wrong. I mean, that looks better. That looks 7 to 9. So it would be this one. Right? Because otherwise it doesn't work out. And that would be from 4 to 6 is 3. Now from 5 to 7, 7. And then 6, 7. So then we have 4 to 5, which is 9. Yeah. Now I have 6 to 7, which is 11. So that seems correct. But I'm not sure if it is. I mean, it looks correct. You touched mesh task shaders yet? Well, task shaders, if you mean compute shaders with task shaders, yes. Mesh shaders, no. I didn't touch. I mean, I touched them at work a couple of times, but not really did one myself. But I worked with them, but mostly debugging them a little bit, not really creating one. So I wouldn't say that I have too much experience with it. But compute shaders, yes. If that's what you mean with task shaders. Wait. I think yeah, true. I think it was something on DirectX, kinda, or maybe it's not DirectX specific, but I think I've read something about that. Yeah, you're right. The task shaders is something different. I think, if I remember correctly, but the task shaders, they were not used. That much I know. But I think it was something that can run before a mesh shader or something like that. It was something weird. It was something that can run, I think, in front of a mesh shader, but maybe I'm misremembering that now. I'm not sure. But it was not used in Snowdrop. Mesh shaders were used quite a lot, but task shaders not. But I seem to remember that they came kind of in like a somewhat bundle, but you could just not have a task shader and it's fine. But maybe, as I said, maybe I'm misremembering that. Five, 7, 1, 3. Yeah, that's the plan, yes. But first we need an editor to be able to even edit it in the editor. But then once that is done, it's kinda straightforward how to do it for the player. Because currently you can only edit it with DSG operations, which is a little bit, yeah, not optimal, let's say it that way, in terms of like storage. And efficiency reasons. It's not really that good. So I don't think this is anyways correct. This is anyways an old thing. The question is, how can I debug that in the best way to see if if that even makes sense what I'm doing here? Because it doesn't seem like it's correct, right? So, I mean, we can always put the breakpoint here. Well, actually, we can already have the... Yeah, let's put the breakpoint here. It doesn't matter. Although... Yeah, no, it's fine to have the breakpoint here, actually. But it's not like just cubes, right? It's volumetric terrain, like smoothed out. All right, so we have an thing here. Let's see. So we have, what face are we? We are the front face. And then we have edge 1 and edge 2 on the face 1. Edge 1 and edge 2 on face 1. So that should be edge 4 and edge 6, which it is not. Which is fascinating. Wait, what? Hold on, that is a problem, right? Wait, this goes from edge 1 to edge 2. Then it says it's 5 and 6. It's this one. But that's not... I mean, probably, maybe it's correct. Wait. You're here. So this one, 1 to 5, is 4. That would be complicated. And then this one 5 to 7 is 7. 1 to 3 is 6, and then this one down here. Is 3 to 7 is 5. And then this doesn't really look good anymore, but yeah. So if we are from edge 1 to edge 2, it's from 5 to 6. That's actually correct in hindsight. Never mind. So it's like this corner here. So let's assume that is correct. Then we go on to phase 3, which of course is this one. So that's the top phase, which shares a corner from 3, like the corner 3. And then I would assume that's 0. 2 to 3 is 10. 7 to 3 is 5. That is 5. This is 10. Like from 2 to 3 is 10. And then from 6 to 7 is 11. So this one is 11. Okay, and this claims to be a case 7. So case 7 is from 3 to 1, which makes sense. So it should be this, from 5 to 10. But probably that one was wrong, right? It wasn't from 5 to 10. No, it's from 5 to 11. Why? From 3 to 1. Yeah. Now we have phase index 3, which is this one. Is that wrong? Zero, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. 4, 2, 0. And then here we have 2, 3, 6, 7. And then this is 0. This is 5, yeah. 6 to 7 is 11. So that is actually wrong. This is 11 and this is 10. And then we have phase 4, which is 2, 0, which is 2, is correct. 3, 1, which is 6. And then we have 2, 3, which is 10. Now we have 0, 1, which is 8. Perfect. Then we have phase 5, which is 4, 6, which is 3. 5, 7, which is 7. Yes, and then 4, 5, which is 9. And 6, 7, which is 11. Okay, so that looks like that might have been the error. That one edge that was flipped. So we go from 5 to 6, from 5 to 10, and from 7 to 9. What? That's not what it should be. God damn it. Two. What the hell is going on? So we have here 1 that is 5 to 6, which is fine. 10 to 5 is probably fine. Then we have 7 to 9, which is on phase index 5. We combine 1 and 2. 1 and 2 would be this one. And on phase index 5, that would be 7 to 9, which is correct. And it would be this corner here, right? Right, 13. 1 to 2. But that sounds not correct, actually. Because shouldn't it be... Because it seems like we have... Let me actually look at the Hermite data samples. Because I would say is exactly that corner 8 is the one that is inside. So it's this one. So why would you want to do on the phase index 5 Why would you want to do in the case of 13? On phase index 5? A combination like that. Shouldn't it be like that? Because 7 is inside, so shouldn't it be like that? I mean, it's hard to paint, right? But this. Wouldn't that make more sense? Because then we have a list of outlines which go from 5 to 6, from 10 to 5, so from 5 to 6, from 5 to 10, and then it would make sense to have one that goes from wait, maybe that's already wrong. Oh wait, no. Yeah, from 10 to 5, from 5 to 6. And then it would want to do one from 9 to 7, right? Which doesn't make a lot of sense. So one of them is busted for sure. Oh, that will be hard to debug. But I think I will call it a day for today. But yeah, we have the project set up properly now with the engine, the released engine. And yeah, if you want to try it out, feel free to do. As I said, you can find the link either on Discord or here in Twitch or YouTube by doing the exclamation mark Onyx, and then it should show up eventually, maybe not. Cool. I guess my bot is not working anymore. Oh wait, why? Okay, so hold on. This one should work again. Yeah. I don't know what my automod did, but okay, whatever. So yeah, that works again. Yeah, feel free to try it if you want to. Again, I have to put the disclaimer, it's not tested on any other platform. It doesn't work except for Windows because there is no window implementations for Linux or Mac OS. So yeah, if you try to run it on those, it will probably not work. That's on the list of to-dos on the long one. But yeah, besides that, on Windows it should work, and feel free to poke me if something doesn't work. And otherwise, yeah, trying to now stream again more regularly. We will be back tomorrow. Because now as the engine is released, I don't need to spend some time on that, preparing that release anymore. I mean, there's still the documentation, but I will work on that on like my free time probably. Actually, I have like a couple of days coming up where I have probably time to do that. But more details about that towards end of the week on like probably the Friday or Saturday stream. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining. I hope some people try it out. If not, it's not such a big deal, right? Because it's anyways a big work in progress. But yeah. Or just take a look at the source code and write me how bad it is privately on Discord or on Git. I don't care too much. Not super sold on my code as well in some places of the engine. Yeah. Have a nice rest of your evening. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.